Bonjour, class 2. Miss Nixon just thought I would give you some examples for one of our topic activities this week. So your challenge is to try and think of different things that we could do in order to keep our planet green and clean, to save planet Earth, and to help make our place our world, a better place. So you need to come up with some ideas of what we could do in order to help save our environment. Now, I will give you some examples. I'm not going to give you too many because I will be even more proud of you if you could think of some yourself. So look on this side now. Ignore this 1 second. Right, so Miss Nixon has said as some of the examples we could think about, we could encourage people to stop throwing litter or rubbish in the sea. Why is that important, do you think? Have a think about our story. Why do you think that's important? That's right, because otherwise it can, can't it? It can hurt the animals. The animals can get trapped, and it's not very good. It gets all into the water systems and things like that. They've all got to be filtered out, and it's got lots and lots of germs on there as well. So we don't want that happening. We could also, I know we've looked at the story before, Michael Recycle, so we could also recycle at home, and in school. Sort the materials and put them in the correct bags, and they can be reused for other things. Now, I know we have an Eco Warrior of the Week award in our assemblies, and lots of the time children get awards for these things. It's just doing little things to help. So it could be to turn off the lights, turn off lights when they're not being used, or turn off taps, isn't it? That's another one that we could do, save some water. And another one, which Miss Nixon has done an example of, is to pick up litter, or put your litter in the bin. Now, Miss Nixon has made a poster ready to show you. This is Miss Nixon's. And I thought we would assess Miss Nixon's learning. So we would have a look at the checklist that Miss Nixon has given you on our school site, which once you have there's a little PowerPoint that you can have a look through. It shows how we need to use and why we need to use these things, our success criteria checklist. And then once you've made your poster, I want you to come back to the checklist and see if you have included all of these things in your piece of learning. So then we can work out what went well, something that went really well, and an even better if, something we could do to improve. So let's assess Miss Nixon's learning together. So, has Miss Nixon used bright colours in her learning? Well, I think so. There's lots of bright colours. It's really eye-catching. People will see it when they're walking past wherever it's hung up. So yes, Miss Nixon has successfully used some bright colours. The next point we need to make sure is some big writing. Nice, big, bold writing. Yeah, so Miss Nixon, you've got some big writing in there. Have I got some information? Now, the information on Miss Nixon's poster would be, the main point is to pick up the litter. And I have over here just drawn some eyes for look after our planet. It's a little bit of information. We don't want too much writing on our poster, okay? We don't want people to think it's going to take them a long time to read it. We want something that's going to catch their eye and make them just a quick, short, snappy phrase to make them follow the instructions. So yes, Miss Nixon has got some information. Interesting shapes. I'm going to come back to that one. And pictures. Now, Miss Nixon's got lots of pictures on her poster, so we can tick that. Now, Miss Nixon doesn't think she's put enough interesting shapes on her poster. She's drawn pictures, she's coloured them all in, she's made it bright and colourful, but if you look back at the PowerPoint, the interesting shapes make things stand out a bit more. So maybe to improve my learning, I could put an interesting shape around this part of our information that Miss Nixon has included. So no, Miss Nixon has not used some interesting shapes. So for our what went well, Miss Nixon is going to say, I have used bright colours, because it's in my success criteria. Bright colours and pictures. Full stop. I hope you agree, boys and girls. I hope you think that, yes, that's what Miss Nixon has done well. Now, even better if, for Miss Nixon to make her work even better, I know that I haven't used any interesting shapes on my poster. So that is going to be my even better if. So even better if, next time, I create a poster, I remember to use interesting shapes. Full stop. What went well, even better if. Miss Nixon's impressed with that. We've used these in school, our self-assessments. We've also used it when we've assessed our friends' learning. I can't wait to see all of your lovely posters. Hopefully, if they're really eye-catching and you've done a super job, which I'm sure you will, we could look at printing some of these out and copying them, and we can stick them around our school when we get back into our class together. So send over your learning, guys. I'm really, really impressed so far, so just keep it up and hopefully we'll have some super, super posters to help keep our planet green and clean. Diane T.